Hello everyone and welcome back to Verified Common Reviews. Today's movie review is Extraordinary is a funny, sarcastic and a super cool down version of the exorcism movies. It is built into a world where exorcisms are alright and probably looked over too. The setting seems to be maybe around the 80s, 90s England or UK or any other British place, and it begins with a monologue about ghosts by Vincent Dooley, who seems to be a paranormal researcher and exorcist. But in a creatively funny turn, we learn that he is dead. A great segue from his monologue about ghosts itself. His roadside grave is unapologetically funny and is visited by his two daughters, Rose and Sailor. Rose keeps blaming herself for slaughtering her father and is apologizing for it throughout the movie. We are introduced to Rose's lifestyle as she is someone who keeps her past exorcism life locked up and is now a simple driving instructor. She gets calls for all types of paranormal requests, and please note, this is a mockery of the exorcism movies, so all events are weird, like a possessed trash bin or a crying deer head over the wall. It's just weirdly funny. She gets a call from a person called Martin. Yes, there's an actual name. Martin, who wants to ask her to help him with his dead wife's soul that has been troubling him since a very long time. He is forced by his daughter to take the initiative when haunting activities increases, and in spite of her helping from the beyond, Sarah, the daughter, still feels that her dad should not be talking to her dead mother. So Rose meets Martin, and this sequence is filled with gags and awkward sarcasm, from the power awakening handshake to the sipping juice box. Everything is funny. But after an amazingly flawless driving test, Martin reveals that he has been driving since a long time and that his intention was to ask her help to exorcise her wife's soul from his house, to which she promptly denies in the beginning. But things take a turn for the fun when my personal favorite character of this movie, Christian Winter, is introduced. He's just awesome. Once a famous singer-songwriter, now a one-hit wonder, going down his path of destruction, he tries his gimmicks at satanic rituals to acquire fame and wealth. This stuff never goes wrong, right? And his wife, Claudia Winter, is just pure entertainment. She is rude, dumb, stupid, sassy, energetic, annoying. She is just super fun to watch. Honestly, I love the wordplay here. Christian Winter, who is a Satanist. Edgy, funny, I like it. The first ritual they try is just hilarious when Claudia accidentally kills the virgin teen because of her impatience. So, with the lack of a virgin teen, Christian borrows his super subtle willy stick to find him a new virgin, which is just pure comedy gold. Just take a look at this.
Babe?
Is this slapstick? Is this stupid? Is it sarcastic? I don't know, but I love it. So this willy stick leads him to a store where Sarah works and is being followed by Rose as well. Getting ahead of Sarah from her Scroogie, Christian remotely possesses her, and Martin calls up Rose when he finds her daughter is floating in the air, exactly like in The Exorcist. They even got the dress right, I guess. But not just the levitating scene, they also pay homage to the most amazing horror movie scene ever created. Petrified yet nervous about her very first case in ages, Rose devises a plan to gather ectoplasm from 7 different samples for exorcism. She places a device on Sarah's head that seals the possession and dismisses Christian's calling. And in a funny turn of events, it is revealed that Christian and Claudia had been waiting for her all along. They see Rose going out with Sarah and Martin and plan to follow her. Reaching to the first ectoplasm destination, Rose uses Martin's body to help release the entity from the trash bin and he pukes out the ectoplasm. Oh, that's disgusting. And Christian believes that she can be a great threat to the plan as she seems to be quite skilled. But unfortunately, the next day, Rose plans on dumping the adventures and Martin's case as she is reminded what happened with her father and instead goes on a driving instructor call, which is surprisingly Christian himself. And Christian is just hilarious in this sequence. This is a really fun movie. All this was Christian's plan to just acquire a piece of her hair, just like he did with Sarah, to break Rose's seal on Sarah. So Rose, when finally confronts Martin, they talk about her dad and what happened, which motivates her to help them as the blood moon is supposed to be in a few hours and they are running out of time. So Rose calls her pregnant sister Sailor to look after Sarah, but hides the very important fact that she is possessed. This follows a video montage of the craziest ectoplasm collecting exorcisms as the aim is to get 7 samples. But one of the case turns out to be a mistake when an old guy mistakes a fox for a demon, which leads to Martin using his wife as the 7th sample. So they get home and explain it all to Sailor and his boyfriend, husband, man. I don't know who this is, but his name is Brian. That's all I know. And they start the exorcism on Martin. Also, a point to note, this movie undermines the concept of exorcism to such an extent that just talking it out and asking the soul or the entity to leave just solves everything, which I think is a funnier take on the exorcism movies where people put their lives on the line to exorcise a demon or a ghost or a spirit. They start the process, and even though they are successful in getting the sample, Bonnie, Martin's wife, refuses to get out of his body. And in all of this fun-filled drama, they are beaten by Kristen, who breaks the seal and calls Sarah to him. Rose gets out of the house with the group to find where Sarah is, and they do find her, floating possessed on a street, followed by Kristen and Claudia. This right here is the best chase sequence I have ever seen in any horror movie.
Sarah!
Martin! Martin, no!
I just don't know if I should take it seriously. Like, it's got a tone of sarcasm underneath everything, but it all still does make sense. They finally reach the place and get in with the help of a delivery boy, whom Claudia scares into thinking that he got the wrong order. This woman is crazy. But not all good things last. So when she crosses a certain limit of annoyance, Christian slits her throat and resumes his sacrifice ritual. The funny thing is, her antics actually slow the ritual down and provide time to Rose and her friends for reaching to the ritual spot. They try to stop Christian's super weird satanic chants, but are too late, and the ritual circle opens up to swallow Sarah into it. Martin tries to fight Christian, but is too weak, and Bonnie takes over to fight him, like a split personality thing. While in these dire moments, the demon lord, Astaroth, throws out Sarah because she is not a virgin. Also, just something I noticed, Astaroth's ghost CGI is so simple, yet so effective. I really love it. And it chooses Rose instead because she happens to be a virgin. And while she is being dragged into the hole, which nobody kind of cares about, Martin decides to do the thing. And also in the background, while all this is happening, Sailor is giving birth to her child. Like, what in the world is going on? Sarah pushes Kristen into the hole, and the hole closes as Martin and Rose reach the climax. Climax of the movie and their small adventure as well. They help release the souls of Bonnie and Vincent, and also Sailor names her kid Vincent. Happy end. Well, that's all for the movie. I really love this movie. It is an amazingly funny take at the horror genre. There are huge number of scenes that I didn't really cover in this review. Scenes like these.
Babe? Babe? Christian!
What now, my sweet?
Maybe you should wait till you're closer to town before you turn your dick rod on?
Yes, good idea. Oh, yes, I need to do some mastering. See you at the Grammys.
It's Good Johns and Chips!
Coming, my sweet. I'm doing an incantation.
These are stuck people.
I believe it's time to face one of my biggest fears.
Ducks.
No, my darling. Tomorrow, I'm going to learn to drive.
I made you a sandwich.
Thank you, my dear.
Hello, Toaster. Long time no see, Branch. Hello. Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you were dead.
They don't really help the plot move ahead, but they just give you a comical sense or comical view into the life of an exorcist or a paranormal researcher or whatever these people are. Anyways, I love this movie. It is an amazing movie and I would recommend everyone to watch it, especially if you're a horror fan. You would really love the funny take on exorcisms and exorcists. Anyways, thank you so much for watching this video. Please don't forget to like, share this video, comment your thoughts down below, and also subscribe to this channel for future video updates.